Hey guys, it's Alex here from Homey. In today's video, we're taking a close look at some security devices from Netatmo. And I have here the indoor security camera called Welcome and their new to the market Video Doorbell. And I want to take a look at these, what the video quality is like, what are some of the unique features, and I'm going to connect them up to Homey and create some of those smart home connections that you may be looking for if you have or are looking to buy one of these two devices. Let's start by getting these two devices connected to Homey. I'll run you through how to do this really quickly. It's very simple. Let's jump into the Homey app and head to Devices. Let's hit the plus in the top right and search for the brand name. So I'm going to type in Netatmo. Then I'll select the app for Netatmo devices and select the device that I'm looking to pair. So let's start by pairing up the Welcome camera. So I'll select Welcome and hit Connect. Now at this stage, you're gonna wanna connect your Netatmo account to Homey and give Homey permission to access the devices you have running with Netatmo. So I will authorize the connection, so I'll accept it. I'll tap on Yes, I accept, and hit Done in the top left. After that's finished, Homey connects with Netatmo, finds the device I'm looking to pair, and it's just offered right here. So you can select the device and tap on Next. Then automatically, that device is added to Homey. So you'll see it here in my devices screen. Let's quickly pair the video doorbell, same process. And there you go. Within 30 seconds, I've got both Netatmo devices connected up with Homey. Let's explore what these devices look like in the Homey app. So I'll hold down on the device tile for Homey Studio. Now what you'll see here is a snapshot of what this camera is seeing. And you can refresh the snapshot by hitting the refresh button. So right now, you'll see my film studio. So what I'm looking at while recording this video. Let me turn the camera around. And now I've got the Welcome camera facing me. So if I refresh the snapshot, tapping on the refresh, you'll see exactly what that camera is seeing at that moment in time. Now I can swipe to the right, and obviously you can start creating flows for this camera. Now before I dive into that and connect these two devices up to the rest of my smart home using Homey, I want to first have a look at what is the video quality like, what's the audio quality, and show this to you so you can see a couple of clips from these two cameras. And I'll quickly talk about the features that make them unique in the smart home market. I'm recording this on the Netatmo Welcome indoor security camera. And you'll see a little bit what the image quality looks like and what the audio quality is like. And that it has a quite wide angle lens so you can capture a lot of the environment that you place this camera in. You'll also see that I do actually wear pants for these videos. And this is being recorded on the Netatmo Video Doorbell. So you can see the difference in the two cameras, and you can judge for yourself the video and audio quality of these devices. Now one of the key features for the Video Doorbell is that you get an intercom system built in. So there's a speaker on the doorbell with which you can communicate to the person standing at the door. So I'm back again in front of my main camera. Now you've seen a little bit what these cameras have to offer, and I need to cover a few more of their unique features in case you're considering these for your home. Fortunately, Netatmo does not have any long-term subscription charges. So you can purchase these cameras, they come with an SD card, and that's where footage is being stored. Now what you can do is via the app, download clips to your phone, or you can connect them up with Dropbox, for example, and store some of the footage in your own cloud servers. Another key feature is that both of these cameras come with night vision. So even in the dark hours, you can still see what's going on in your home or outside of your home. Now some of the unique features for the Welcome camera, or the indoor security camera from Netatmo, is that it has face recognition. So it knows or can identify certain faces, and you can tag in the app who those faces belong to. And that way the camera knows who it's recording. And then you can go into the settings and change your preferences. If you don't want recognized faces to be recorded, let's say family members, then you can actually select that. So you can protect their privacy in their home environment. Now it also comes with a pet detection feature, so it can tell whether or not it's a person or a pet. And in some cases, you might want to have this deactivated, Or if you're trying to keep track of what your pet's doing in your home, you can activate that feature and make sure that you're tracking what's going on when your dog is perhaps running around the house, jumping on the couch, doing all kinds of stuff, and you want to keep an eye on that. Now that brings me on to one of the major drawbacks of the Netatmo Video Doorbell. Now, unfortunately, the Netatmo Video Doorbell doesn't come with an indoor chime or any way of actually making sound inside the house. Now, you can obviously connect it up to a wired system. If you're using a wired doorbell, you can replace your doorbell and use your indoor chime using the wiring system and connect that all up. But if you have a smart doorbell and you're looking to replace that, then you'll never be able to achieve an indoor sound. Now, what you can do, and I've covered actually in the Sonos video I made a few weeks ago, you can connect it to Homey, then using the soundboard app, actually have a doorbell sound in your home using Sonos speakers. And I can quickly create a flow for this and show you what it looks like so that you can use this in your own home. So I've put the Netatmo welcome camera to one side, and I'm gonna focus on the doorbell. I wanna create that flow that I just mentioned for when the doorbell is pressed, that a sound plays off of my Sonos speaker, my lights turn on, and that I'm sent a notification with a snapshot image of who's at my front door. So let's create a flow for that series of events. And it's all made possible by Homey. So let's head over to Flows and hit the plus in the top right to create your very own flow. Now, for the when card, this is the trigger event. So I'm gonna add a card and select an event. Now, to quickly get to the camera, I can head down to the Netatmo app and select the Netatmo doorbell. And the when trigger is the doorbell has been rung. So I'll select that card. So here you'll see there's an image tag associated to this when card. And that image tag is going to be a snapshot of what the camera is seeing at the moment that doorbell button is pressed. So you'll see exactly who's at your door. I'll hit the check and I'll head down to the then cards. And I'm going to add my first card. And in this case, I want to use the Sonos speaker to play an indoor doorbell sound to notify me that someone's at the door. Now, I covered this in a previous video where I talked about Sonos and Sonos devices and the Sonos app. And I included the soundboard app to be able to play custom MP3 files from your Sonos speaker. So if you're looking for more information to that, make sure to check the description down below, and there'll be a link to the Sonos video for you to check out. So in this case, I'm gonna select Sonos. I'll select the Sonos device I have here, and I'm gonna play a soundboard sound. Now I'll select an item, my doorbell, and I'll set the volume. I'm gonna set the volume up at about 60% to make sure that I don't miss it. I'll save that card. Let's add another to say that the light turns on here. So I'm gonna head through my zones, home, film studio, select my studio desk lamp, and tell it to turn on. I'll save that card, and let's add a final card to send myself that push notification with the image of what's happening at my front door. So I'm gonna head into push notifications, and you can send yourself an image. So I'll select that, and the first thing you wanna do is select what image you're gonna be sending yourself. So I'll tap on the tag up here, and you'll see a local tag called image. Local tags are created in that same flow that you're using. So this is the tag created during my when event. So I'll select that image. Then you can pick a user. So for instance, if you want to send it to your roommates or housemates or partner, you can set that all up in the way that you want it. I'm going to select myself. And I'll add a quick message. So I'm going to say, someone is at the door. Add a quick exclamation mark. And now let's save that flow, make sure it's running on Homey, and let's test it out. Now with that flow saved, the next step obviously is to simulate someone being at the door. So I'm going to grab the doorbell. I'm pointing to myself, so you should see a screenshot of me, and I'll press the doorbell button. Now you'll hear my indoor sound, and you can select whatever sound you want for that. And you'll see the light turn on, and you'll see a notification on my phone that there's someone at the door. So I can select the notification or hold on it, and you'll see an extremely flattering image of myself holding the camera here. Now that's just one example of the connections you can make between your doorbell and the rest of your smart devices using Homey. Now don't forget that this doorbell actually comes with an intercom, so when someone's at the door, you actually get called, you can pick up that call, and you can talk to that person face to face, and you'll see a live view of him. So I've shown you this flow just to get your creativity going. And you can use, obviously, all kinds of different cards for different devices around your home. So when the doorbell is pressed, you can have your music pause, or your Chromecast pause, perhaps if you're in the middle of a movie. And you can make those smart home connections to make your life a little bit easier. You can also, for instance, have the smart curtains open up. Or if you have a smart door lock, you can remotely open that door lock for a person that might be at the door. These are just a few of the use cases that you can use a video doorbell for. And the one from Netatmo is a great example of a well-designed and relatively unique video doorbell. Also, because you don't have the long-term subscription charges, it's quite a nice one-time purchase, and you can add it to your home for a long duration without thinking about recurring costs, etc. Now, let's quickly explore what cards you can use for the welcome camera, and you can get an idea of what kind of flows you can create for it. So let's create new flow. I'm going to head to the when cards, and I'll go down to Netatmo, and I'll select the Netatmo welcome camera. Now here you'll see the trigger cards you can use. So for instance, you can actually have a flow start when motion is detected. So you can double it as a motion sensor. Or when a known face is detected or an unknown face is detected. So if a stranger enters the home, you can get a notification of that. Perhaps you can have an alarm go off. All kinds of flow ideas that you can create when these events happen. So this was just a quick snapshot of some of the security devices that Netatmo has to offer. In the next few weeks, I'm planning on releasing a few more Netatmo videos. So I've got the home coach and weather station, and we might have a quick look at how those work, what you can use them for around your home. And I've got the thermostat package from Netatmo, which includes their thermostat valve. So I'll quickly explore and explain how multi-room heating can work for your home. So make sure to subscribe to our channel and stay up to date on the latest things going on in the smart home world. And obviously, I'm always trying to give out tips to help you create a better smart home with Homey.